namaste to each and every one of you, hospitality and tourism management students. Welcome to THM06, Multicultural Diversity in Workplace. So last meeting, we've talked about conflict management. We've talked about what are the conflict starters, what are the stages or road to breakdown, and we've also talked about what is conflict management itself. So for today's lesson, we are going to talk about developing inner leadership. So specifically, developing leaders for the 21st century workplace. But before we proceed to the next slide, what is 21st century? So ito madalas natin siyang marinig nowadays, yung tinatawag na 21st century. So si 21st century, it occurs starting on January 1, 2001 hanggang December 31, 2100. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, yun yung scope ni 21st century. So, it will take us 100 years bago matapos itong 21st century. And yung tinatawag naman nating 21st century workplace, so if we are going to describe it, it talks about providing fair employment practices in hiring, training, and compensation. So, ibig sabihin, yung 21st century na to, mas pinaganda yung system sa mga organization, sa mga workplace, or sa mga companies. Aside from that, sa 21st century workplace, dito din nakapaloob yung mga practices na wherein they need to do it, or they need to, let's say, make something about those practices in order for the organization to meet their goals. And of course also, para din ma-meet nila kung ano man yung mga pangailangan or needs ng kanilang mga employees. So we have here the term people-centered. So ano ba pag sinabi nating people-centered? So approach to management is people-centered, focusing on achieving your objectives by working with others. So if we are going to research about people-centered, sinasabi lang dito na it is a line of thinking or it is a management style that draws out the enthusiasm and understanding of people who work in an organization. So bakit kailangan natin na i-work out yung mga ganong bagay? For us to strengthen, okay, raise the capabilities of the organization. So, paano mo rin yun let's say, paano magkakaroon ng strength? Paano mo ma-raise yung capabilities, yung abilities ng isang organization? Of course, you need your employees. So, you need all your members, your employees, for them to further refine their own individuality, para mas ma-achieve nila yung growth, and for them to demonstrate their full potential. Kasi 'di ba sinasabi natin, pag sinabi kasi nating people-centered management or people-centered leadership, it is complex, okay? Malawak, it is dynamic, and it is contextualized practice that aims to enable associates and leaders achieve self-actualization. Kumbaga sa Maslow's hierarchy of needs, yung triangle, nasa pinakatuktok or peak ng triangle, yung tinatawag natin na self-actualization. It means, nakarating na tayo sa punto na we've achieved everything, our goals, our objectives, our vision. So kung hindi man sa sarili natin, para sa company natin or sa organization na pinagtatrabahuhan natin. So dito lang sa people-centered, you have to focus on achieving your objectives. So, paano mo ma-achieve yung objectives na yon? You have to work with others. So, kailangan mong matutong makisalamuha sa ibang tao. At kailangan mong tingnan na as a leader, itong mga tao na to, itong mga employees mo, they are your assets. Okay? So, kumbaga sa kayamanan, sila yung kayamanan ninyo. Kasi without them, diba, hindi magpa-function, hindi mag-ooperate ng properly yung isang company or organization. So, leadership experts would agree dun sa tinatawag nating inside out. So that learning to be an effective manager must begin on the inside and not on the outside. You must be able to lead and manage yourself first before you can expect to lead and manage others. So it is true. How can you be a leader or how can you be an effective manager if ikaw mismo sa sarili mo is hindi mo kayang, let's say, hindi mo kayang pasunurin yung sarili mo minsan eh. Let's say, for example, pinangako mo sa sarili mo na papasok ka na ng maaga, pero hindi mo naman nagagawa. So it means the discipline within yourself is not yet there. So sinasabi dyan na ang pagiging isang effective manager, ang pagiging isang effective leader should start inside. So good leadership starts from the inside with the mind of the leaders and projects outward to their people and organization. Ibig sabihin, if you know how to start with yourself, diba? Kung maaayusin mo yung sarili mo, kung maayos yung sarili mo, ibig sabihin, mas magiging maayos din yung pamamalakad mo doon sa mga tao, diba? On how are you going to handle them, and of course to your organization or company. So sinasabi dito, that's why leadership development begins with the mind of the leader and then focuses on driving cultural change on an organizational level. Kasi sinasabi natin that a good leader must understand what makes a good life and how to help people find that. So ibig sabihin, as a leader, dapat ikaw muna sa sarili mo, alam mo, paano mo sila ililid. Diba? So, paano mo sila ililid? Paano mo sila, let's say, paano mo gagawin yung functions of management kung sa mismong sarili mo is hindi ka pa maayos? So, you must begin on the inside. You must begin with yourself first. Fix yourself. Diba? Reach your dreams. What are your goals in life? Set yourself some standards, focus on yourself. You must know your priorities. And from that, you can lead your people. You can lead and manage your people. So, leadership is a verb and not a noun. So, alam naman natin yan. So, leadership is not about something na yung boss mo, diba? O gawin mo yan, i-bust out mo na yung mga cutleries, mga utensils, or let's say, mga plates dito sa table 5. O ikaw ganito, o ikaw ganyan ang gawin mo. So, leadership is not a verb. It is not meant na mag-utos lang ng mag-utos, but it is a noun that comprises everything. So, leadership is defined by what you do and not your position. So, minsan kasi, di ba, pag nasa higher position na tayo, let's say manager na tayo, o kaya naman is assistant manager tayo, o kaya naman tayo mismo yung owner, we think na leader na tayo. Di ba? We think na minsan, eto na yung tinatawag nating leadership kasi ako yung mas nakakataas sa kanila, di ba? Sila nasa rank and file position lang, pero ako na yung boss. Ako yung susundin nila. So, hindi ganun yung tinatawag natin na leadership. So, leadership is not about your position. It is about what you do. Ano yung mga kino-contribute mo sa company, sa workplace? Ano yung mga efforts na ine-exert mo para mas maglago or para mas lumago, para mas mag-succeed yung company? Kasi sometimes, kahit wala ka namang position, kahit wala ka naman sa top management, regular employee ka lang, you can be a leader. So, everyone has a potential to be a leader. A genuine leader is the one who understands the various factors that arrive by leading others. Ngayon, ano ba yung sinasabi natin na genuine leader and genuine leadership? So, when we say genuine, it has something to do with being authentic, with being real, with being original, or with being true. Yun si genuine. Kumbaga, it is real, totoo, original, walang halong chemical, walang halong kung anumang fake. So, it says that genuine leaders always look forward as visionaries and develop themselves for their team and organization. organization. But before that, ang genuine leader kasi, they have deep understanding. Diba? Meron silang malalim na pangunawa about sa mga values nila sa buhay, about sa ambition nila, about sa goals nila, at sila mismo as a true leader or as a genuine leader, they project themselves rather, para mas makita ng iba na, ay, etong si ma'am, totoo siya sa ginagawa niya. Ay, etong si sir, totoo siya sa mga kinikilos niya, sa mga sinasabi niya. Ibig sabihin, ikaw as a leader, you have that charisma or you have that, let's say, you have that edge na kapag nagsalita ka, paniniwalaan ka ng lahat. Because they know that you are authentic, na wala kang katulad. You are original, nag-iisa ka lang. You are true to yourself. And when we say visionary, kasi pag sinabi nating visionary or visionaries, ito yung mga tao na they have their own original ideas. Meron silang mga ideas sa isip nila na ito yung mangyayari sa future. Ito yung mga gusto nilang marating in the future. Kumbaga, na-visualize na nila. So, yun din ang isang characteristics ni genuine leader. How about yung genuine leadership? So, genuine leadership is shown through your everyday interaction with people and the way you influence their lives or the lives around you. Demonstrating genuine leadership is the foundation for inner leadership and becoming an effective manager. So, ibig sabihin, pag ikaw naging leader ka na, 'di ba? Ito is nakikita everyday. How are you going to interact with other people? Paano mo sila pakisamahan? Paano mo sila kausapin? 'Di ba? Paano mo sila replyan sa mga messages nila kahit yan is through social media? Paano ka makipag-interact sa mga customers? So, nakikita yon everyday sa tinatawag natin na genuine leadership. Kaya 'di ba, may mga manager or let's say pagkakain tayo sa mga fast food chain, sa restaurants, nakikita nyo minsan na yung kahit na yung manager or supervisor, nagsaserve din sila. Sinaserve din nila yung food sa mga guests. Makikita nyo minsan if they are really willing to do that or napipilitan lang sila kasi wala silang crew, kulang sila sa crew. So makikita natin yun based on the way they interact with people. So it says here that the genuine leadership, on how are you going to demonstrate it, yun yung pundasyon, okay? The foundation to the so-called inner leadership, na later on is i-define din natin siya. So, no official title is needed. Hindi natin kailangan na maging CEO, hindi natin kailangan na maging, manager ng isang bar, manager ng isang restaurant, or let's say, manager ng isang hotel. Although, masarap sa feeling, 'di ba? Na someday mararating natin yung mga ganong mga achievement or success. Pero ang pagiging leader, hindi siya position, hindi siya about sa title lang. So leadership is an action, not a position. Ang sinasabi natin sa leadership, ito yung gawa. Ito yung mga kinikilos mo. Ito yung mga ginagawa mo for the company na makakabuti. It is not just about your title. It is not just about your position. It is how you manage your company. It is how you commit with your people. Ibig sabihin, yung action, may ginagawa ka. Hindi mo matatawag na leader ang isang tao kung puro lang yan upo, puro lang yan utos, puro lang yan ganito. So, dapat meron din tayong actions. So, inner leadership explains the importance of successful and self-leadership as a prerequisite for good leadership. So, pag sinabi nating prerequisite, it is a requirement. Okay? Sa ibang translation, when we say prerequisite, it is about requirements. So, para daw magkaroon ng tinatawag na good leadership, you must practice yung genuine leadership at inner leadership. When we say inner leadership, it is about being true to yourself and doing what you need to do because it is right for you. Ibig sabihin, as a leader, you do what you have to do. Diba? natotoo ka sa sarili mo kapag ginagawa mo yung isang bagay na to. So kapag ikaw ay isang inner leader, it doesn't matter kung alam mo na may followers ka o wala. Ibig sabihin, kasi ang sinasabi natin kanina, di ba? Ang genuine leadership is a visionary. So ganun din si leadership. Kahit alam mo na may followers ka, kahit alam mo na walang susunod sa'yo o meron mang susunod sa'yo, gagawin mo pa rin yung trabaho mo. Because you believe that your vision, di ba? Yung gusto mong marating in the future is mararating mo din. Kaya nga, di ba, para sumunod sa'yo yung mga employees mo, ikaw muna sa sarili mo dapat alam mong pasunurin. Kung may mga goals ka sa life, kung may mga sineset ka na mga standards, di ba, may sineset ka na mga tasks and duties sa sarili mo, dapat magawa mo yun. Kasi kung hindi mo nagagawa yun, how would you expect other people na susunod din sa'yo? So, if people see that you do not practice what you've been preaching, you lose a lot of credibility and the trust of your team. In fact, this is where most leaders fall short. They're simply unable to do personally what they want the whole team to do. So, sinasabi dito, di ba? Yung mga sinasalita natin, if we are not practicing kung ano yung sinasabi natin, yung pinipreach natin, kung ano yung mga sinasalita natin, hindi sa'yo maniniwala yung mga tao. Diba? You are always saying na you have to be positive, you have to come to work at this point or at this time na dapat maaga lagi, you have to be productive and all that. Dapat ngayong araw na to, makakuha tayo ng, let's say, 20 feedbacks from the customer. Kung ano yung feedback nila sa bago nating dish. Pero hindi mo naman ginagawa. Kumbaga, hindi naman nakikita sa... Kumbaga, ang dami mong sinasabi, pero hindi siya nakikita ng mga employees mo na ginagawa mo yung sinasabi mo. At pagka ganun yung nangyayari na puro ka lang salita pero walang gawa, you lose a lot of credibility. Pag kasi sinabi natin credibility, it is a so-called trustworthiness. It is about being reliable. It is about your character or your integrity. Ibig sabihin, hindi ka na paniniwalaan ng mga katrabaho mo, ng team mo, ng mga subordinates mo. So, doon minsan tayo nagkakatalo. May mga leader kasi na utos lang ng utos. May mga leader naman na pag nag-utos, tutulong din sila. Or may mga leader naman na it takes time bago nila ipakita sa kanilang mga subordinates na they are also willing to help. So, inner leadership allows you to take the lead and make a significant contribution wherever you sit in your company. So, si inner leadership at si genuine leadership, it allows you, diba, na ikaw mismo mag-step up ka. You can take the lead. Kahit ikaw is nasa rank and file position pa lang, let's say for example, gusto mo mag-apply as a waiter sa barko, kung nasa mababang position ka pa lang, you can be a leader. Diba? Kasi kung sobrang sipag mo sa trabaho, you are productive, maraming mga guests ang natutuwa sa services na binibigay mo. Diba? You're exerting a positive charisma, a positive output, or a positive, let's say, ways. So, ibig sabihin, mahahawa sa'yo yung mga katrabaho mo. Kasi you are taking the lead, nangunguna ka. Kumbaga, ang ganda ng character or ang ganda ng personality or attitude or values na pinapakita mo. So, pag sinunod ka nila without you even telling them na sumunod, you have that edge or you have that tinatawag natin na inner leadership or genuine leadership. So, why do you think other people wants to be a leader? So, later on, I will ask you about this question. Pero based sa ating survey, ang mga tao kaya nila gustong maging leader, it's because of some reasons. Number one is for the glory. Kasi when we say glory, it has something to do with prestige. About fame, di ba? Yung makilala. To get respect. Other people might think na kapag mataas yung position ko, pag naging leader ako, siguro re-respetuhin na nila ako. Some of the people think that leadership or being a leader is about duty. It is about challenges. Para ma-challenge sila sa life. Kasi kapag nasa mababang position lang sila, parang yun at yun din yung ginagawa. Other people want to be or want to become leaders dahil gusto nila yung power na tinatawag. Gusto nila may authority, may control sila. Diba? To get recognized. Kasi hindi ako masyadong pinapansin sa company kasi ganito lang, ganito, ganyan. Pero pag naging leader ako, sigurado, sisikat ako kasi ako lahat yung susundin, ako yung nakakataas. For self-fulfillment, because maybe you have a dream na maging leader, you have a dream na nasa top management ka, and other people want to be or want to become a leader because of money. So, asan dyan yung mga responses ninyo? Kung kayo yung tatanungin ko, why do you want to be a leader? Okay, so later on, we will further discuss. So, power and control, ayan, isa rin yan sa mga gusto ng mga tao kung bakit nila ginugusto rin na maging leader. Kasi pag sinabi nating power, you have that authority. May kakayahan ka. May kakayahan kang mag-utos, may kakayahan ka na, let's say, mag-implement ng mga rules, mga policies, at yung mga employees mo, mga subordinates, ine-expect mo na susunod sa kung ano man yung sinabi mo. But leadership is not about power. Yes, you have a power, you have the authority, you have the means, you have the access, pero you should know how to control those things. Na dapat kahit leader ka, alam mo pa rin i-control yung sarili mo, lalong-lalo na kung makikipag-interact ka sa ibang tao. Ibig sabihin, yung power, yung binigay sa'yo na, kumbaga, yung binigay sa'yo na power, binigay sa'yo na mga, let's say, binigay sa'yo na mga karapatan ng company, dapat i-practice natin siya ng maayos. I-control natin. Para nang sa ganun, hindi tayo magkaroon ng problema. So, think about the leaders in your life. So, later on, I will ask you, sino ba sa tingin ninyo yung maituturing yung leader sa mga buhay ninyo ngayon? Now, how about yung tinatawag natin na leadership characteristics? So, sinasabi dito that being a leader is not the exercise of power over others, but rather the empowerment of others. The leaders most admired lead by pulling their team up and rather than pushing them down. They lead by inspiring rather than ordering a common vision. Kasi alam na natin yun na ang isang company may mga mission, may mga vision, may goals. Ngayon, all you need to do is to inspire. Diba? You need to inspire your employees, yung mga nakakababa sa inyo. You need to inspire your co-workers para nang sa ganun, ma-achieve nyo yung sinasabi nyo na vision, mission, and goals ng company. So, instead of pulling them down, instead na gawa natin sila ng mga kung ano-anong chismis, di ba? Sirain natin yung character nila and all that based lang sa mga nangyayari sa paligid. So, we should pull them up, di ba? Hilahin natin sila pataas, hindi pa baba. So, ayan, we have characteristics of leader. Ayan, motivate. They lead by example. They are one of the mentors that we could have. Vision, ayan, teamwork, and win. So now, do you think leaders are born or leaders are made? Do you think ang mga tao ba is pinanganak na sila na para maging leader? Or they have undergo several processes, several, let's say, situations in life bago nila marating yung pagiging leader. So, I'm going to ask you about it later. So, now what are the characteristics of inner leaders? Number 1 is leadership is social and not a structural phenomenon. Ang pagiging leader is hindi siya nangyayari na sa isang usbong leader ka na. So, you have to have yung tinatawag nating social skills. Yung social skills na sinasabi natin dito is you can communicate and interact with other people. Since ang inner leadership at ang genuine leadership is about being true and being authentic, therefore, you have to communicate with other people and interact with them kasi totoo ka. Kumbaga, kaya mo. So, ano yung mga social skills na tinatawag natin? So, it can be effective communication, conflict resolution, kaya mong solusyonan if there are conflicts in the company, in the workplace. You are an active listener, kaya mong makinig, empathy, relationship management, and respect. Number 2 is inner leaders' relationship are with followers, and followers are always voluntaries, or volunteers rather. So dito sa inner leadership or sa inner leader, you have to be patient, diba? You have to be people-friendly. Ibig sabihin, alam mo dapat na kahit leader ka, hindi mo dapat mamaliitin yung mga followers mo. You have to consider that your followers, diba? Mga tao din yan. At dapat, they will do certain things or they will do kung ano man yung pinag-uutos mo voluntarily, hindi sa pilitan. Kasi baka ginagawa lang nila yung trabaho nila, baka mamaya napilitan lang sila na mag-overtime, baka napilitan lang sila na hindi mag-day off kasi nga, natatakot sila sa'yo, wala na silang choice. O kaya naman, ikaw tinatakot mo sila. Binibigyan mo sila naman kung ano-anong bad words or ibang mga kung anong mga threats, ganyan. So, ibig sabihin, pag inner leader ka, dahil nakikita nilang totoo ka, you are genuine, you are authentic, madali lang para sa kanila ang sumunod. Volunteer, di ba? Pag volunteer, hindi mo na kailangan pang pilitin. So, inner leaders intend to change people's lives because you are inspiring them. You are serving as a inspiration. Hindi lang basta leader lang. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, merong something sa'yo na hindi man natin ma-explain ng todo-todo, pero nahahawa sa'yo yung mga tao. Nahahawa sila on how passionate you are, on how driven you are sa workplace, kung gaano mo kagusto yung trabaho mo. And pag sila is nahawa sa'yo, nagkaroon ng influence, positive influence, of course, you are going to change yung mga buhay nila in a positive way. Inner leaders are in service to others. Of course, being a leader, you have to be, let's say, you are willing, diba? You are willing to give your service, to offer your service, or provide your service sa ibang tao. Pag alam mo na sa fast food chain, sa Jollibee, sa McDo, diba? Halimbawa, kulang tayo ng crew, o may mga crew tayo na talagang absent, hindi pumasok, 'di ba? O yung mga tinatawag na absence, tama ba 'yun? Absence without leave, without official leave. So ibig sabihin, ikaw as a supervisor, as a manager, 'di ba? Pwedeng tumulong ka na sa mga crew or sa mga kapwa mo employees para nang sa ganun mapabilis yung mga services. So inner leaders are both leaders and followers. 'Di ba? Sabi nga nila, for you to be a leader, you must be a good follower. So, inner leadership is characterized by mutual interactive trust. So, it is a two-way process. Hindi lang ikaw yan. Kung may tiwala ka sa sarili mo, dapat magkaroon din ng tiwala yung mga tao sa paligid mo. They have to trust you na as a leader, kaya mo silang gabayan, kaya mo silang i-manage. So, those are the characteristics of inner leaders. So, inner leaders assure their goals are met by using their core values to create a work community, determine its values and vision, and create a culture to maintain them. So, ikaw being a leader, syempre may sarili kang goals. At yung goals mo na yon, makakamit mo lang if you have your own core values. Kung ano man yung values na yon, ikaw lang yung nakakaalam nun sa sarili mo. 'Di ba? At pag na-meet mo na yung goals mo na yon because of your values, you can help the community, 'di ba? You can, let's say, help your co-workers, para sa kanilang growth and development. Kasi ikaw mismo, na-achieve mo na yung mga gusto mong ma-achieve. Kumbaga, maililid mo ng maayos yung mga katrabaho mo. Okay? So, inner leadership or the leadership in hospitality and tourism industry. So, ano ba yung mga sinasabi natin dito? So, the importance of leadership or the qualities or the importance of leadership qualities of managers in the hospitality and tourism industry today can't be overestimated. Because alam naman natin, in tourism and hospitality industry, we are service-oriented and therefore, napakaraming mga leaders, mga potential leaders na pwede talagang makita, pwede talaga nating mapagkatiwalaan sa isang company. So the recent economic downturn has made hotel accommodations a luxury item with many travelers and its leadership that will bring guests to the door. So ngayong pandemic, medyo nasubok ang ating ekonomiya, particularly ang turismo because yun nga, hindi sila or hindi tayo pinayagan na magkaroon ng pagta-travel, 'di ba? So kung ngayon binubuksan nila unti-unti yung turismo, kailangan pa rin natin i-practice yung mga safety protocols, kailangan pa rin nating sumunod sa mga travel restriction kung meron man. Kasi, ikaw as a leader, di ba? Alam mo na dapat hindi hinuhubad yung face mask, dapat laging naka-face shield. Tapos, ikaw pa yung hindi sumusunod. So, ibig sabihin, as a leader, you should be a role model also. Lalong-lalo na sa ating industry. So, managers who exhibit good leadership qualities can make or break a business. So, ikaw as a leader, you can either make your business succeed, you can either make your company the most famous, diba? Yung mga restaurants nyo na yan, kung magtatayo kayo ng hotel in the future, sarili nyong travel agency, you must exhibit good leadership. Diba? Kasi, yun yung magdedetermine kung yung company mo ba o yung workplace na pinagtatrabahuhan mo ba is magiging successful o hindi. Ngayon, if you have that bad leadership, 'di ba? Laging galit sa iyo yung mga employees kasi nga ganito ka let's say, ganito mo malakad yung company. Ibig sabihin, it can either break the business. Hindi ka magsasucceed kapag ganun. Kaya nga sabi nila, di ba, you have to love your people. Mahalin mo yung mga employees mo. Kasi sino na lang yung tutulong sa'yo kung wala sila. So, the leadership qualities in hospitality and tourism industry managers are similar to the qualities of leaders in other successful businesses. So, in here, meron tayong dalawang skills na kailangan. The people skills and the business skills. So, ma'am, ano ba yung pagkakaiba ng dalawa na yan? Pag sinabi nating people skills, it includes fair play among employees, respect, problem-solving abilities, and customer relations. An effective manager is one who is respected by those who work for him or her, and perhaps the most important element in that respect is the perception among employees that he is fair. So, ibig sabihin, makatao tayo. We know how to mingle with our co-employees na fair lang yung treatment. Wala tayong masyadong kinikilingan, wala tayong masyadong pinapaboran, 'di ba? We know how to respect yung mga katrabaho natin kahit yan man is nasa rank and file position. 'Di ba? We know how to respect kahit na same level lang tayo ng position. We know how to solve problems kapag may mga nangyayaring problema, hindi tayo yung nagko-cause ng problem, 'di ba? We know how to mingle with our customers, 'di ba? We know how to create customer relationship. At sinasabi nga natin dyan, the most critical or the most important element sa tinatawag natin na respect is the perception. Bakit perception? Kasi ang hirap i-control ng isip ng tao. Kasi sarili nating pag-iisip to, di ba? If one of your employees think na you are being unfair, di ba? At pag yun is kinuwento niya sa mga kapwa niyang employees, di ba sino yung masisira? Di ba ikaw? So, in order for them to feel na they are being managed and handled well. So as a leader, dapat alam mo to. Alam mo yung mga skills na to. So the importance of leadership qualities of managers is to bring about mutual respect in the work environment. Problem-solving skill is a skill in which managers develop with a good mind, excellent verbal skills, and flair for being the negotiator between competing interests. So, ang isang leader or ang isang manager, kahit nga hindi ka leader kahit ordinaryong tao, you should know how to solve a problem. 'Di ba? Dapat nandun ka sa tamang pag-iisip. Dapat meron kang ability to talk with other people. You have the ability to negotiate with them kapag may problema. Kasi syempre, kapag may problema, you have to find a solution. At yung solution na yon, you have to make sure na hindi lang isang solution yung magagawa mo. 'Di ba? Dapat may mga backup plans ka, may mga contingency plan na tinatawag. So most problem in the hospitality industry are between employees, not with equipment failures or even a poor economy. So sa industry kasi natin, hindi natin problema yung mga equipment, 'di ba? Yung mga gagamitin natin, yung mga machineries na 'yan. Kumbaga hindi natin problema lahat ng gamit na nakikita natin sa workplace. Sometimes or most of the time, ang problema talaga is tayo mismo as employees. 'Di ba? Kayo in the future. Kasi ang mga equipment, madali yang ipagawa, 'di ba? Madaling ipagawa kung masisira, madaling bumili kung talagang wala na silang pag-asa na magawa. Pero ang mga empleyado, kapag yan is nasanay na laging poor yung performance, poor yung productivity, hindi pumapasok on time, madaming issues sa workplace, kumbaga lahat negative aspects, mahihirapan tayo. Kasi we don't want that kind of people in our industry. Gusto natin yung mga tao na they are willing to exert their effort, they are willing to be of service sa mga guests. Kasi when you work in a hotel, wala namang hotel na bukas lang ng 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., di ba? Wala namang travel agency na ganitong lugar lang yung i-offer. Of course, we need to further enhance, we need to further extend our services. At dapat alam din ng mga employees natin yun. So, ibig sabihin, hindi lang yung equipment ang nagiging problema sa workplace. Kadalasan, yung mga employees or tayo mismo. That's why malaki yung impact or malaki yung role na ginagampanan ni leader. Para nang sa ganon, maiwasan natin yung parehas na problema. Customer relations are a big part of any manager's responsibility. Customer complaints should be addressed fairly for all concerned. So, ibig sabihin, tayo as a leader, we know how to be friendly sa customers. We know how to talk with the customers properly, lalong-lalo na pag galit na sila. And we should know how to address, 'di ba? We should know how to address fairly, makatarungan, patas, lahat ng concern ni customer. Para nang sa ganon, hindi tayo magkaroon ng another issue. The next skill na pinag-uusapan natin is about business skills. So the importance of leadership qualities of managers in hospitality and tourism industry can't be underestimated when it comes to business skills. So these skills include a grasp of computer technology, bookkeeping procedures, and business sense, and without all three, a manager can't be successful. Of course, if you are a, let's say, a leader, manager ka na, nagtatrabaho ka sa particular company, dapat alam na natin lahat to. Lalong-lalo na ang pinag-uusapan natin is 21st century. Nandito na tayo sa modern era na tinatawag. Na ang technology is makikita natin kahit saan. So as a leader, as a manager, as a regular employee for now, you have to know yung tinatawag na computer technology, yung mga iba't ibang applications na yan, yung paggamit ng computer. You have to know also about bookkeeping o yung mga accounting procedures na yan. And anything about business. Okay? So those are the two skills. We have the business skills and the people skills. So that will be the end of our presentation about developing inner leadership. So other questions or other inquiries or concerns about our topic will be discussed later. So thank you so much again for listening in our today's lesson, and I hope to see you again next time. Thank you and have a nice day.